I know it may disappoint some administrators to hear that the best way to encourage startups is to be a great university. It's like telling people who want to lose weight that the best way to do it is to eat less, right? It's so depressingly straightforward, but look at the empirical evidence. If you want to know where startups come from, look where the big startups came from. You know where they came from? A couple of founders getting together, organically making something that starts out as a side project, right? And then it grows into a startup. Universities are great at bringing together founders, but beyond that, really the best thing they can do is get out of the way. For example, by not claiming ownership of the so-called intellectual property that they create in the first place, right? You don't need to license it to anyone if you don't own it. Or by having really liberal policies about deferred admissions and leaves of absence and stuff like that. In fact, one of the most brilliant techniques for encouraging startups is an elaborate form of getting out of the way pioneered by Harvard. Harvard used to have final exams for the fall semester after Christmas. And in the beginning of January, they had this strange thing called reading period, where you were supposed to be studying for your exams. And Facebook and Microsoft have something in common that few people realize. They were both started at Harvard during reading period, because it's the perfect situation for encouraging the side projects that turn into startups. All the students are there on campus, but they don't have to do anything because they're supposed to be studying, right? Harvard may have closed this particular window because they moved exams before Christmas, or the holidays as they're now called, and they shortened reading period from 11 days to 7, which is enough to make people think exams are imminent and maybe they ought to study for them. So maybe there won't be any more Facebooks and Microsofts coming out of Harvard, but that idea is out there for any university that wants it. There's the empirical evidence. The empirical evidence, weighted by market cap, strongly suggests the best thing universities can do is literally nothing, right?